Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer, and it's Wednesday, time for our weekly Video Creators YouTube tip, and today I want to talk about a couple different ways that you guys can build subscribers for your channel. Number one, I see a lot of YouTubers making this mistake, and that is they talk like they're assuming everyone has seen their videos before, but you have to keep in mind every single video you do that it is potentially someone's very first time to watch one of your videos. So when you talk about your content or your channel, remember that someone might be watching who really has no idea about who you are or what you do or anything. So make sure you kind of keep those new first-time viewers in your mind as you kind of present your content. But number two, the best place to do that is at the very beginning, because at least give them the benefit of the doubt that they're going to watch maybe at least the first 10, 15 seconds of your video. So if you can summarize accurately what your content is about that very first little bit, that'll hook people and help them watch your content on much longer than they would if they start watching 30 seconds in, they still don't really know what it's about, they just kind of click away. I know a lot of content really isn't conducive for that, but people like Philip DeFranco, he does it every single show. I do it over at Real SEO's channel. I kick off every single video saying, welcome, this is what we're about, and I get on to the content. My branded intro here at Video Creators does that a little bit, although I'm going to tweak it and edit it sometime soon to kind of make it better at doing that. But what did I even do on this video? I told you who I am, I addressed the target audience, which is video creators, and I said we do weekly YouTube tips, and if you found this video through search, you probably found it because you're looking for YouTube tips for building subscribers, which is kind of the title of this video. And they reinforce that you are in the right place and you are interested in this content and probably other content that I'm doing in the future. All within about 5 to 8 seconds. But what if you're doing content where you really just can't launch into that at the very beginning like I do? Well, number 3 is do it at the end of your video. Anyone and everyone can encourage their target audience to subscribe at the end of their video. But here's the key. Don't just say, hey guys, subscribe for more videos. I mean, that's not really helpful. There's plenty of videos on YouTube. The question that everyone's asking is, why should I subscribe to your content? So get inside the mind of your target audience. Who is the viewer that you are trying to reach and hit? Who is the viewer that will most likely engage with your content and the stuff that you're doing on a regular basis? And answer that why question for them. It doesn't have to be long or drawn out. Just in a quick little sentence or two, explain what value you are going to bring to them if they subscribe. And the end of your video is probably the best time to do this, because if they're still watching by that point, they have already kind of expressed some kind of invested interest into the content that you're making. So just answer that why question for them and just kind of push them over the hump. But there will still probably be people who are like, I like your content and I like what you're doing, but I'm not sure if I really want to subscribe to this or not. And that's number 4, when it's important to plug your other content and point them to other videos that you've done. But don't just pick any old video that happens to be your favorite. Pick the video that has already proven to perform the best in converting non-subscribed viewers to subscribers. And you can easily look that up in the analytics of your YouTube channel. Select the video that you want to look into, and then in the left sidebar, click on traffic sources, and then you'll see a list of how many people watch this through their subscriptions, and you'll see a bunch of other sources, which assumedly are people who are not yet subscribed to your content. So tally up an estimated number of non-subscriber views that you think you got for that video, and then go in your left sidebar, click on subscribers, and you'll see how many subscribers that video picked up. Look through a bunch of your top performing videos, and then select the one that does the best job at converting non-subscriber views into subscribers, and then at the end of your video, start highlighting and featuring that video until it kind of becomes a little bit too repetitive, or you have another video that starts performing better. Another thing that you can do, instead of just sending someone to another video, is send them to a playlist of videos that you think are probably the most valuable videos you've made for your target audience. Use an annotation to send them to that playlist, and then let them pick which video that they think is probably the most interesting to them. There's a number of different ways you can do this. I'll put a couple links in the description below this video that you can go check out that has some examples of how different people are using their outro slates at the end of their videos to drive views and traffic to other videos and other playlists and just subscriptions and all that kind of stuff. And ultimately, because we know that how your video contributes to a viewer's overall viewing session on YouTube affects how it ranks in search, it's in your best interest to do this anyway, because if you can show YouTube that your video sends traffic and views to other videos and they don't just abandon YouTube after watching your video, they'll put your video a little higher in search than someone else's. People just abandon YouTube after watching it. And number 5, a good idea is to tease your upcoming content at the end of your video as well. Talk about what's coming up. If you have something like really cool that you're working on, if you can give a little plug and someone who's not subscribed says, oh, that sounds cool, I would love to see that video when it comes out, then they'll hit subscribe and they'll get it. So do that to create some anticipation, both for non-subscribers and for subscribers, and what's coming next. Keep them coming back and looking forward to the next video that you're producing. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below this video. What tips and ideas and advice do you have for building subscribers to your content? How do you convert those non-subscriber views into new subscribers? And the rest of you guys, make sure you go read the comments that are down there, because there are a lot of really smart people who watch video creators and they leave some really good advice. So go read what they're writing down there. And if this is your first time hanging out with us, we'd love to have you subscribe. Why? Because we are doing our best to help you guys who are video creators really master this platform of YouTube. We're trying to teach you how to build your audience, and most importantly, we know that each of you guys has a message that you're trying to communicate, and we want to help you learn how to communicate it effectively so that it gets to the people that really need to hear your message. To help you do that, on Tuesdays we take a look at the news in the online video industry and talk about what implications it has for us and how we craft our content. On Wednesdays we do YouTube tips and advice like this. On Thursdays, we do Q&A for you guys. That's coming up tomorrow. We're going to talk about different monetization strategies for your content. And every month, we do live Google Plus Hangouts on air right here, where we do a lot of Q&A, channel reviews, training, interaction. This is really fun. This is really awesome. So subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow for our Q&A video. See you then. Bye.